Hey there, folks. It's 7:29, about to be 7:30, I guess. 7:29 a.m. Saturday, August 26th. Bada boom. Anyway, this video is about these spheres that I've been making, that other Source family people are and will be making. They can put their energy in it, power them up, you'll feel them. You can feel stone energy anyway, but when something strong like Source Spirit cranks it up, it does make it stronger. And when they have the right stones in it, if it's near you when you sleep or any other time, it'll crank you up. The reason why I brought up when you sleep first, excuse me, these things are awesome because when you're sleeping, they're working on you, making you stronger. Excuse me. They have binaural beats and stuff like that. What that does, when you listen to those, depending on how it's done and what frequencies they use, it'll kind of stimulate, you know, your different glands in your brain to just to move a little bit. Well, that's great. That's wonderful. But what this stone energy does, the bodies come from the planet, so do the stones. And that stone energy goes in, it's nurturing, it's like vitamins. But at the same time, it's powering different parts of you or all of you up to make you stronger. Merlinite spheres and some others help your whole body come together. Your energies in your body come together. There are those that'll release negativity, fire this up, fire that up. When other stone energies, go into your body, they enhance who you are. It is literally vitamins for your energy, okay, in your body, for your spirit. Excuse me, some of them are relative to different parts, like lapis lazuli, or more relative to the brain. Selenite is really good for bone structure, but it's good for the core too. It goes through everything, but actually flows out through, vibrates out through your core, and it can actually help you a little bit about arthritis. With arthritis, it's not going to melt it off you, put it in your pocket, and 24 hours later, yay, no more arthritis. It's not like that. It helps you with it, okay? It can help reduce it. It actually can help you reduce it. But you better have a lot of it on you and keep it on you. And you have to keep moving, too. Movement fights it. You have to break it up. Anyway, but don't put it in your pocket and expect not to have it. It'll help you with it, though. And it can also take away a lot of the pain and suffering that comes from it. A vitamin won't make you strong enough to pick up 6,000 pounds. You don't pop a vitamin, yay, but it does help your body get healthier. And when you treat it properly, you can make more headway. Now, with the different glands in the brain and everything, these stones, they literally go in there, start waking them up. It helps you wake up. Star Essenite is the strongest stone on the planet. Okay, it's got literally blown up star in there. It's got part of Gaia, the original first planet ever. That's before the time of the souls. And then it's got part of Gaia right here. So, very strong. The Dragon Egg Star Essenite has got very strong star material in it. And it looks very much like a dragon's egg on the outside, the way it's so crusty. I should have got some of that in my hand here before doing the video. I used to have it all over the place. Anyway, you can see pictures of it on this website here on at thespiritualfoundation.com. This video is going on the internet for YouTube, so you'll have access to it. But at the same time, it's going to help explain the different things that are sold at thespiritualfoundation.com. I founded that website, but it belongs to Deanna Ramirez, Anaya. So what I'm going to do is explain the different spheres. It's going to be done in individual shots, so that Deanna can also access YouTube. And for each sphere, when you click on it, it's going to show a quick video, real quick video, explaining the stone that's in it, okay? What the purpose of the sphere, what it does, but they're going to be very quick videos. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm also going to render them all together and put it out as a video, as one solid video, so you have all that information. When I tell you about the different stones that are in there and the purpose of the sphere, folks, that's telling you what stones are relative and what combination of stones are relative to helping you in different areas. Use that. You don't have to have the money to buy one of these spheres. They're not cheap. They're expensive. I crank the hell out of them, and then Deanna cranks them too before they leave. So you have very powerful, balanced source energy in there. But the stone itself you can buy. It doesn't have to be cranked up. It's still going to help you. Star Essenite is here to help everyone wake up. It's scattered all over the planet. Okay? Down here in Georgia, you can walk around and find it everywhere. People in Spain can find it hanging around everywhere. Folks, it's here. It's here to help. In book number 2, I'm rewriting that right now. But in the back of it, there's some information about talking to stone. How to talk to stone. It's simple. When you talk to stone, the stone has certain energy in it, but the actual spirit of that material, the sentient spirit, that's right outside it. When you hold that stone, it's like inside outside, okay? The energy, it's spirit that was in something. Their energy stays in it as it goes away, but their spirits, it's part of them. The spirit part goes inside of it. Your personal spirit, it comes out the top of your head and like a flashlight opens up a little bit. That's your spirit, the sentient energy. And your regular energy itself comes out the side. That's, and you can see auras for both. This coming out the top is stronger. Now, an exception to that is people who are real strong heart energy. They literally have more spirit coming out of them, but their aura, everything else, it gets stronger over here because they come out more the side. Anyway, the thing is, that's how the stones work. And Gaia was so strong, so huge. Remember, her planet, the original first planet, and that's the one planet that all essence had lives on before the souls were created. 270 times the mass of Jupiter. She was large and in charge. So she's powerful. When she goes into, you hold a stone, when she puts her energy, not spirit, you're not putting another spirit inside you, you're putting energy in you. When she puts her energy inside you, going up and down, you literally get so strong that she's got to pull more of your spirit that's floating outside of you into your body. And those two together, especially with Gaia's energy in there, is more like nutrition, nourishment for your own energies. And remember, stones come from the planet, so do the bodies, okay? It's all one family. And star energy goes in, that just cranks you up too, but Gaia grabs more of you. So that supercharges your core energy, what they call a Kundalini. That clears blockages. It does so much for you. That's what these spheres have, that and more inside them. And I've designed them with different frequencies from different stones. And they have different purposes. It's got to be large print so I can read it. I don't read script or something like that. Never done that. There's a bunch of pages in here, different stuff. I use this to rattle off I can't remember the different types of spheres. I think there's 18 of them now. That's another reason for the timestamp. That's how many there are right now. That'll change more or less. But anyway, the information's there. I tell you what stones do what, and that's for you. That's free information. A lot of people want to sell magic boxes. Has magic crystal skulls in there, activated by the Shizu Biju Bazbaz. Wow, really? Stones are alive. How the hell do you activate it? It's like someone coming up to you and pinching you in the cheek and say you are now activated, or kicking you. Stones can be cranked up. I do that all the time. Some of the DNA ICUCs I've actually gone into the house, just cranked the whole house up. They can turn on the water, relax, touch the water faucet, where it's metal, and feel it. And one time I actually cranked up a plastic, actually more than one time. One time in particular is what I'm thinking of. It's the episodes in my head. I cranked up a plastic comb. Another time a fork, spoon. All plastic, and people who are sensitive can actually feel it. Anyway, whatever. But that's what I put in. I put source energy in there. Okay, what's in me is Arae. It's the strongest thing there is, so it's very powerful. But then Deanna's very strong too, but that's female source. So she puts those frequencies in there, which is nice. It's like moonlight. Everybody... I got visitors coming. Anyway, that's what that flash was all about, to get my attention. Others will talk to me, and I think and I talk, and I don't hear and I don't care in a certain way, because it's not that I don't care about anything. I got stuff to do, and I'm sick, and I got to hurry up and keep going. Anyway, falling off track again. The baseline is these spheres will make you a lot stronger. And you have them around you during the day. Take it to work, set it in the office. People think, oh gee, that's nice, it's pretty. In the meantime, your spirit goes into the stone, and then the spirit the energy from the stone, the spirits that are outside of it, star energy that's outside, it's attached to it through its energy, but it's like an outer aura. Then it literally goes inside the stone and pushes its energy into you. And Gaia pulls more of you in because she's so strong. She has to do that to properly balance off your a core energy or a kundalini. These work. Kind of freaks people out. I've taken them into movie theaters where they have a bar and stuff like that, and let people play with them. They're just like, what the hell? That's impossible. I'll just take a few major stones with some star essonite and just put it in copper, wrap it up, and put on a little stand. And let people come up, put their hands. They say, what? What's in there? A magnet? Oh, no, a condenser. And I open it up. Stones. Close it back up. So, anyway. There's no such thing as magic. There is other truths that we're not yet aware of, and we can't understand with the scientific background that we have. So the best way to really promote yourself, to become yourself, is not to forget about science, but don't try to depend entirely on it. Depend on something more powerful, stronger, and more knowledgeable. You. Knowledgeable? What I mean by that? You are a lot more than a little teeny piece of you that's in that body. Okay, if you take a tuning fork and you hit a tuning fork on metal, and then it has a fine ring to it, well, you listen to it, you let it play out, and that's really nice. Then you do it again and quickly stick it in a glass with motor oil in it. What happens to the vibration? Ooh, that's what happens when you go in a body. Stones help. These work non-stop. There's no batteries, no nothing. You put it near your bed, and it makes you stronger while you're sleeping. They're not that cheap, but they're not cheap, but they're not like these magic boxes. They're well, between 6 something and excuse me, I guess 1100 or something like that. But they do last forever. But you can get the stones, make them yourself. So, and I've shown you all how to do that for a reason. I want you to do it for yourself. You don't have to have a lot of money. But these are cranked up, and you won't find anything stronger. Oh, what I was saying about moonlight. What's moonlight? People think the moonlight's a big thing. There's no life in the moon. Okay, there's no planetary essence in it. So the Earth has Gaia inside. She's our planetary essence. She's like the planet mother. The moon is like a huge asteroid. There's energy in there to retain cohesion, but that's it. Now, star energy, that's male universal essence. It hits the moon, reflects off the moon, so it softens that hard male energy, comes in, and it goes through Gaia's energy over here, and then it hits us as balanced male female energy. That's the also the benefit of getting the stones from Deanna and I. Anyway. Let's get cracking. Folks, love you. Let's take a look at this. The pineal sphere is made, of course, to work on a pineal. The three main focal points of energy within your body are pineal-based, then heart-based, and then solar plexus or gut-based. Those are the three different power players within your body that allow you to see and function. Anyway, the pineal sphere works on the pineal gland. The star essonite in it, the lapis lazuli. There's a bunch of different things we put in there. There's a list we'll put on it's on the website, but I'll tell you right here. Star essonite, stick selenite, lapis lazuli, celestite, picture jasper, and citrine. Now, there's more that goes in it, but that's enough to tell you about. Those are the most important ones. That way, people, what's in there. When you sleep, or when it's near you, anytime it's near you, when you sleep and it's near you, that energy literally goes into your body. You reach out to it, believe it or not. You reach out to it, and then you get your energy from it, and then it's continually moving back and forth. Remember, your hearts can talk easily across the planet. Okay, easily. So reaching out a couple of feet to a stone to some stone energy is no problem. If you're within 4 feet of it, 3 or 4 feet, that's where it's going to work the best. Okay. The full power or max power spheres. You might want it a little farther away. The pineal sphere is made to hit the pineal, and it'll still reach out to hit you far. If you're 4 foot, if you have it within 4 feet of you when you're sleeping, your pineal gland is going to get hard, strong work the whole time you're sleeping. Then if you roll 6 foot away, whatever, you're still going to feel it. But that's what it's for. The pineal sees multidimensionally. Pineal field goes from here above the eyes and right up here in the middle of this, just the lower middle of the forehead, all the way down to the bottom, to below the larynx, the throat box, or the voice box, whatever you want to call it, right above the clavicle bone. Okay, that's the pineal field. That's why these can also help you in speech, talking. Okay, and that is the pineal sphere. The heart sphere is literally about your heart energy. Again, the heart's one of the 3 energy fields in the body, the main energy fields that you do everything through, the pineal, heart, and the solar plexus. The heart's incredibly powerful. The heart grabs the major data from the brain, and then it grabs the major emotion going on excuse me, in the base chakra, creates a feeling, sends it off, and then it goes on up to the hypothalamus. Add a little more energy is added to it, the data, thought process, and then it creates understanding, and then that comes out, that goes into the heart and goes out everywhere. So the hearts are working everywhere. These will strengthen your heart. Okay, they make it stronger. We have very good rhodonite that we put in them. Almost every single one of our stones is AAA grade. Okay, we spare no expense getting the best stones we can. Period. When you don't buy a 10 at a time, that can be expensive. Anyway, see, stuff and going on the heart sphere. Star essonite, stick selenite, rhodonite, celestite, garnet, fluorite, carnelian, and then there's more. But I gave you the basic ones that are in there, the most important ones that are in there. Again, that's so you know they're in there. If you're heart-based, you can go to a store, buy those stones. But if you buy one of these spheres, not only is there a full the heart sphere, not only is there a full combination of the proper stones, but I've cranked them up, and so is Deanna. So you have very powerful, balanced source spirit inside there, and that stays there along with the energy of the stone. That's forever. Never goes away. Put it next to your bed when you sleep. Excuse me. It helps your heart straighten up. It can help you sleep, help you relax. It's one of the spheres too that can help you when you have things bothering you trying to go to sleep. Okay, that's the heart sphere. Okay, the personal sphere. What's that about? It's about you. For the personal sphere, I'll look at you, see what you need. Whatever you do need, that's what I'm putting in there. I can go into you and look at your frequencies and see what you are. And I also remember when you were created. I've been called creation's historian just because I'm old. I've been around a long time, okay? It's no big deal. You've been standing at the intersection longer than anyone else. You've seen more stuff happening. That's all. But because of what I was made to do in the very beginning, when I was made, I had to be strong to read people's frequencies, strong in reading people's frequencies, understanding what they are. I was made to serve and protect. So anyway, I can look at you, see what you need, put it in there. There's almost always star essonite, selenite, and other stuff in there, but it all depends on what you need. It's a personal sphere. It's not that it won't help anyone else, but it's made exactly for what you need. So it'll be a combination of all these different stones, of all different things in the sphere. Sometimes you just need to wake up. I see the basic frequencies, and I'll put other stuff in there, literally to stir you up, stir your energy up inside your body. So it kind of gives your spirit a kickstart, but it also feeds you what you need best. I look at your core energy, see what your core orientation is, if it's pineal, heart, or solar plexus. I look inside your body. It's like when I do these crank ups, these especially the DNA ICUC intensive crank up consultation. I literally look to see what's in you, how you flow, and then I put that in a sphere. So that's a personal sphere. It's for you. The emanation sphere is made to help you emanate. The title of these spheres is simple because that's a big part of my basic format is simplicity. I don't know about you, but I don't have enough time to try to get intricate about too many things. When I go into people and I crank them up, modify them, evolve them, that's different. I pay great attention to what I'm doing. Excuse me, but the simpler you keep something, the easier it is, quicker it is, and many times better for you. You don't waste too much time in the small details that have little effect when you can take care of larger details. One of the things about waking up and doing this, including releasing some of those minute details where you're trying to overthink something, the emanation sphere helps you relax, but it helps you literally, the stones in there and my energy help you relax and come out. As you become sensitive, you can feel your energy coming out and moving around, almost like you're floating, or you feel waves moving around. Depending on what your core orientation is, it'll affect you that way. All these spheres I make, when I make one for you while I'm still here in body, that's I make them. Some, I put a little personalization, if you can call it that, in each one of the spheres. But the base process of them is what their name explains. And the emanation sphere helps you flow out of your body. If you want to go astral project, do whatever you want, or if just loosen up your energy, that's what you want, is the emanation sphere. It helps your spirit emanate out of your body. You're still attached to your body, but through the body and outwards from it. Take care. The Shamanic Journey Sphere. What's that about? Taking a shamanic journey. The listing of stones in these, the stones within these spheres, most of them, the most important ones, are actually listed. We tell you what's in it. Not all of what's in it. The reason why I'm not going to give you the whole recipe, but I'm going to give you the major ingredients in case you can't afford a sphere and you just want to get some stones. And then wrap them in a excuse me, pure copper sheet, not some kind of thin paper with even thinner copper sheeting on it, just solid copper. It helps the energy flow around. But the shamanic journey has got turritella, it's got lapis in it. I'm very careful about the selenite stuff. I put in it what I need for you to have to relax and to take a little trip. The list we have for the shamanic journey: staressonite, jade, fluorite, emanite, turritella, golden tiger's eye, some soft, very soft lapis that's got a soft feeling to it, not much of it. We want to kind of awaken, softly motivate the pineal gland, but we don't want to we don't want to build up too much pressure. Staressonite is very soft in there. The whole idea is to crank something up, not make it overpowering. If your head's going like that, you can't relax and go take a journey. Jade is very relaxing, okay? Fluorite helps the energy move through. Anyways, the celestite, quartz, amethyst, pitcher jasper, and there's more. The selenite that I put in there, it might not even be listed. It's not. It is one of the things I put in there. It's a different type and a different energy. Again, everything I do, I understand frequencies of different stones on this planet and how they best work with you to create the effect we're looking for. The important thing here is waking up. A lot of people want to take a journey. They want to see things, go somewhere. You hold the sphere, relax, feel the energy, and then I was debating telling you something, and then boom, the lights click. You want to just relax. This sphere, the energy of it, you put your hands right about here, and you just feel it. You can put it in your lap and just hold your hands, put your hands like this on the arms of the chair, and just relax. When you have your hands open, the energy can go in and out of your palms and fingertips like energy straws. So it just helps it flow, but you have to relax your body. And then just as you feel yourself relaxing, this turritella in here really helps you take a trip. So you relax, and then just think of someplace you want to go. Feel where you want to go, and then just relax. And it's easy to say, but harder to understand. You have to let yourself go and just be there. You have to relax and emanate part of your spirit from your body to go get it. You can't ever leave your body. You can never leave your body with it still being alive, okay? There's been very few exceptions to that, and that's only with people who have very negative spirit. And that the spirit has been removed before, and there's people walking around that just have the spirit from the planet in them. Not many. And that's against new laws. So that's nothing to be concerned about. That was only done with a machine that was here that the Anunnaki used, which they don't have access to, but it doesn't matter. It has to be allowed by spirit in the second dimension, what's in charge, and it's no longer allowed. Ouija boards have always been a way for people to, it's like a loophole for spirit in the other side, second dimension, the one right above us, to come in. Whatever was there came in, and the spirit guides, angels, nothing stopped it. It's just like, well, you open up the Ouija board. They don't work like that anymore. You can now use them to talk to your spirit guides. That's due to Arae. So anyway, things have changed on the other side, but the shamanic journey sphere, excuse me, is to help you relax, calm your mind down to where you need to be so that you can go out to go somewhere. You don't just put your hands there and poof, you're somewhere. But if you relax and open up and just say, wherever I want to go, you will go somewhere you want to go. The hard part is relaxing. But anyway, that's the shamanic journey sphere. The negativity release sphere. Well, that's about a simple name, huh? Let's talk first about the stones in it. Let me explain it. All these spheres, we'll list some of the stones, the most important ones. In case you can't afford it, you can go buy those stones to get the same base, process effect, but it's not the same. But those stones will help you. It wasn't that long ago that I was living off my friend's kindness, eating at a buffet 3 times a week, and then Costco samples of their food. I know what it's like not to have money. Until recently I never have, and now I still don't have much because the money comes in and goes right out again. Not on new cars and little stuff like that. This in promoting the reason why I'm here, this last life, helping you become yourself, and other stuff that's related to protection. Anyway, and serving. But anyway, negativity blah, release sphere. Unicornite, which is peacock ore. There's some of it right there. I'll explain more about that in a second. All right, unicornite. Let's go there now. Literally, the end. I call it unicornite. The actual name is bornite, chalcopyrite, are the 2 stones that have unicorn energy inside them. It's often called peacock ore. It's literally unicorn energy is aggressively fights negativity. It really goes after aggressive negativity. It just literally go to attack it. That's the only stone that does that. Star Essenite, people who are really negative or a lot of lower frequencies, they don't like that. It's incredibly powerful, strong, and clean. When you have just a piece of star Essenite on you, hopefully about 10 plus grams on each side, folks, that really powers up your core energy. Helps you clean up chakras and stuff like that. You don't have to buy these spheres. These spheres are very powerful. They last forever. And they'll do what star Essenite by itself won't. And they have tons of star Essenite in them. A lot. Some of them are made for other stuff, and they have less. So there's a couple that don't have any in them. Anyway, so that's the unicorn is aggressively fights negativity. You can hold on one of these negativity release spheres, just relax, feel that energy inside you, and then find someone who's being a problem or someone who's really got a lot of negative stuff in there, and literally talk. You're not talking to a sphere of stone. You're talking as you're bonding, as you're taking your energy, putting in. It's like bonding, but it's not. Bond means attach. It doesn't attach, but you're flowing into it, flowing together with unicorn energy. Which, guess what? It literally comes off of unicorns, unicorn spirit. Okay. Not a pretty little horse with flowers on its tail. No, this is unicorn energy. It's real. It's just not what these pictures are. Anyway, although many things about it are real. Anyway, you put your energy on it, okay? You feel it. You can relax, put it in your lap, whatever you want. And then just literally talk with the unicorns and think about someone who's got a lot of problems with negativity. And you're going to go there, okay? And as long as you're not trying to hurt someone who's nice, you're going to get help from unicorns. That's what it is, folks. Anyway, there's also in it is tourmaline, black tourmaline. What does that do? Usually black. When I do build everyone personal, with relative to your personal frequencies. I put a personal touch in every sphere I build, but I do build them with a main purpose. That's why the personal sphere is the one sphere that's literally entirely for what I know you need, and that's it. And it's a combination of all kinds of different stuff. Sometimes there might be 25 different stones in there, and the right amount of each stone is what I put in there. People touch these things like, holy mackerel, why they get near them. Anyway, tourmaline makes your energy kind of slick. It literally puts like a slickness in all your frequencies, and anything that's in there that doesn't belong to you, boom, it helps get rid of it. Okay, it helps it like slide right out of you. The stick selenite is a high vibration. It's really good for the core, energy going through, plus your bones and everything else. But it also puts a very high vibration in there, and with the black tourmaline in there, it keeps things all pumped up, and then the black tourmaline allows everything to skip away. Okay, not skip away, to slide away from you. Emanite helps loosen you up. There's just a touch of emanite in there, and that helps loosen everything up. Okay, where it can move better, and you get move it to release it. Amazonite is very cleansing. Okay, extremely cleansing. It's high vibration, but it literally breaks up stuff that different frequencies and everything else is in your body. And there's a bunch of other stuff, little stuff I put in there that I'm not going to mention, but those are the main stones. Okay, but that's what it does. It literally breaks the negativity up in you, but because of all the boronite and chalcopyrite in there, unicornite, it literally gets after anything negative, especially aggressively negative. If you have someone who's really a jerk, you can literally hold on to that sphere, relax, and as long as you have the proper intention, unicorn energy will work with you. Go to it and give it a hard time. Not going to kill it, hurt it, make it have a wreck in a car. No, that's not what it's about. It'll mess up their day. So, anyway, that's the negativity sphere. Might even call it an attack sphere, but whatever. There's a new sphere coming out too, that a unicorn sphere is brand new, and you want to go after something that's being negative towards something. Put your thoughts into the person you want to take care of, and who's bugging them, and then ask for some help. Don't demand. Just be serious about, I need some help with this. This person needs help, and I want to help him. I need you to help me. Wait and see. This is all real, folks. Love you, man. The healing sphere, relative to spiritual, there's two healing spheres. One for spiritual, one for physical. The one for the spiritual has it's some similar yet different. We got a little friend hiding in the closet, came out for a minute, and I looked up, and you can see the shadow move over. It's someone cool. It's a little fey animal. Anyway, Animal Essence has lives in the fey realm too. Anyway, shamanic journey sphere helps you with stuff like that, but the healing sphere is spiritual. It's about happiness. It's your spirit feeling good. It helps heal your spirit from stuff you've gone through. A negativity, the negativity release sphere can help get rid of negative, feelings and stuff that build up and makes you feel positive, can make you feel happy, okay? But then the spiritual type of healing sphere will literally lift your spirit, okay? It also will help get rid of stuff that's weighing you down. There's a big difference between the negativity release sphere and the spiritual type of healing sphere. But there's a lot of stuff with these spheres, folks, where they kind of intermingle a little bit as far as the purpose, what they are, what they do. The healing sphere, spiritual. Star Essenite, Styx Selenite, Rhodonite, Green Aventurine, Celestite, Emanite, and Unicornite. Okay? It's a very strong combination. Now, there's other stuff in there. There's another 5, 6, 7, up to 11 other things I'll put in there depending on you. These spheres, just with the stones that are on this list, not every single, I don't tell you about every single stone, but I put together the right combination for the right part for all human bodies, and then I personalize it to your touch, to your personal frequencies. These work. Okay, these help. If someone's a real good person and they're just feeling down, if you can feel how they like to help people and everything, this can make that stronger. With people who are heart-based, they've usually had lives that are more abusive, where they've gone through hell. This will help you, okay, big time. It literally helps you get feeling better, especially about yourself, because you're realizing more truth about yourself. It's not arrogance. It's realizing who you are, being able to. And then you can also use that when you go to heal other people with energy. Okay? That's the spiritual healing sphere. The healing sphere it's made more for physical healing. Content: Star Essenite, Styx Selenite, Deep Green Serpentine, Rhodonite, Celestite. Okay, there's a lot of other stuff that goes in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a minimum of another 5 stones, sometimes 11. When someone's hurt physically and they're trying to heal, these are very good for your heart, helps your heart heal. But that deep green energy frequencies, the deep green aura that comes off the auric expression that comes off the frequencies of physical healing, not only does that help your body physically heal, you got a cut, it's not gonna, you don't hold the sphere and the cut's gone. Okay, Wolverine's a cool dude, but he's also imaginary. Okay, this metaphysical seems far-fetched to many people, but they don't understand yet. The vast majority of creation is literally metaphysical, not physical. This everyone's going to be learning more and more about, but this sphere does help you in a few ways. It helps your body develop. It puts more of the proper physical healing frequencies into you. That helps you heal, period. It also helps you get in a mindset and build your body up to where you want to heal yourself. While you're doing this and applying this, you have other help coming in from the second dimension. Old family members, friends. You might pull in one of the new angels. They're going to help you. And when people are remote healers to help people, this is a big one. If you are if you are doing some remote healing, if you want to really power things up, get both of the healing spheres, the spirit and the physical. If you are a remote healer and you don't want to spend that much money, because that's a lot, I'll make one. That'll do both. That'll help you do both. Okay? Remember, these spheres give you the energy you need to help you produce a desired effect. It doesn't just, you don't put your hands there. Okay, heal. Okay, you all fixed now. $20,000. Thank you. Next. And the person's like, what the hell? They help you. You have to get in that Ferrari and turn the key. But these don't just help give you the energy that you need to do this, because they do, especially with that store Essenite. It pumps you up to make you as strong as you can be, but you have to relax and just flow with that energy, and then it puts you in the phase, energetic phase. It sets your frequencies. It's you doing it. Stone's just helping you. Remember, it's like a spirit vitamin. And then you go to the person when everything's in the right way, and then you go there with a desire to help, and you can help them. You help them become awake and aware. Okay, you send yourself to help them, and you do, and chances are really good you're going to get help from the other side now to help people heal. Remember, some people are really sick. That's for a reason. I've had a lot of wonderful people say, Jay, I'm sending you healing love. I said, don't do that. Number one, I'm here for a reason, and nothing's going to affect me. It's like going up to a tank with a water gun. Thank you. Thank you. I honor that your kindness and your heart. But, I'm not here for that. And some people are older, and it's time for them to go. Let them go home. Try to put them at ease. And you can use these too. For that, I would use the healing sphere for spiritual. That's really good. Okay, when people are kind of relaxing, and help them, relax and getting ready to get out of their body. Anyway, that's the physical type healing sphere. Okay, the sphere of relaxation and joy. What could that be about? That's got unicornite in it, orange calcite, stick selenite. It's got shungite in it, red aventurine, and there's a bunch of other stuff that goes in it. Most of these spheres have definitely like 4 to 11 different extra stones that I put in it. And when I put that's the base ones. But when I make it for you, that's what it might be. While I'm still alive and I make one for you, that's a personalization I put into it. A lot of different stones and the right amount of each stone. And I can read. It's like, no, it's a lot easier than breathing for me. But for you, it's like breathing. You can read energy frequencies. The more you wake up, the more you're going to be able to do this. That's another reason for these spheres. You see the stone, you see the frequencies and the energy within the stone, and then you know how much of that stone to use, along with the different stones you have and their intensities to build the right thing. These little spheres are like Ferraris, every one of them. The shungite helps your energy balance out and relax. But then the peacock ore, it's unicornite. It's called peacock ore, bornite, chalcopyrite. Same energy. It's literally that of the unicorn type spirit, unicorn spirit. Period. It's not a type of spirit. Well, I guess it's a type of spirit, but it's unicorn spirit. Orange calcite helps with joy, and the unicornite fights negativity big time. But you have to have the right balance of the right stones, okay? If you just get the stones and put them on you, wrap them in copper, cool. It's going to work. It's going to help big time. It's not like these spheres, but folks, it's still going to help. But that's what it does. It helps you relax. It helps you just go like that, okay? And it will bring in some happy. I was hesitating for a minute, saying we'll bring in some happy, but that's part of it. It brings happiness into your day, okay? It's not going to make you jump up and down and feel, like, woohoo, unless you're already in a good mood. It'll help accentuate that, but it's not... it helps. All these things help. They help. These frequencies that all these stones from these spheres put into you, literally put your body into the frequencies it needs to be in to create these desired effects. And this one is relaxation and joy. Okay, the brain and energy cleaning sphere. Gee, what could that be about? This has a ton of citrine in there, okay? And star essonite, and I mean, if I say a ton, don't go weighing it and getting mad when it's only so many pounds instead of a ton, or whatever it weighs. It's got extremely high quality citrine in there, AA, AAA, depending on how you want to put your barriers, but it's all very clean, strong citrine. It's got some selenite in it. It's got star essonite in it. Let's see, what do we list here? Star essonite, strong citrine. Oh, some charoite, lapis, stick selenite, black tourmaline. I remember the black tourmaline. I'm going through all these spheres, folks, and I don't feel good. So, but anyway, it's early in the morning. The black tourmaline, okay, as you get cleaned, the citrine is cleaning and focus. Star essonite is power. And it's strong, hard vibrations. The stick selenite is finer, strong, linear, but finer vibrations, which that with the black tourmaline helps shake up and loosen and rid yourself of what you're cleaning out of your head. This stuff will literally start taking the stuff that builds up on your pineal and everything else, some of the damage from fluorite and everything, okay? You don't hold it overnight and it's all gone, but it does get rid of it. Just keep it there at night when you go to sleep. Way less than a week. If you've already learned how to use your pineal gland or your other abilities, as long as you already know you're awake and aware of how to do that, then you will notice a difference right away. Otherwise, it'll still happen, but you might not notice it because you're starting to learn how to see and how to get it together. Charoite smooths out the brain while it's happening. It's soft, very soft energy, helps the brain come together. So it's like a soft sponge bath to an arm that's really hurting. But it's a sponge bath for your energy inside your brain physically. Okay. It also helps everything wake up. It's just that's what the purpose of the charoite. That's very expensive. Just a touch of lapis, because that's where most of us, want to use this for the cleaning, is so we can see better. So we want to activate that pineal gland, get it vibrating a little bit. And there's other stuff put in there too. So anyway, that cleans the energy, not just in your head, it goes through your whole body. Solar plexus, heart, whatever you are, it helps clean that out. It's a very good, relaxing, releasing, cleaning sphere. You have hang-ups in your core energy. It helps you there, kind of vibrating through it, especially with some of the other stuff I put in there. Okay, but it's most powerful where it works on everything, but it has the strongest hit in the brain. Okay, all your glands, hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal. So if you smoke a lot of weed, that's really good for you. Okay, and the less of that you smoke, the stronger and more able you'll be. The stronger your abilities will be, and the more able you'll be to trust what you're seeing. Okay, there you go. The Merlin sphere does not turn you into the great wizard Merlin or his counterpart or whatever. It's named that for a couple of reasons. It has Merlinite in it, a major component of it. It's got shungite in it. Let's see, star essonite, merlinite, shungite, celestite, aquamarine, stick selenite, amethyst, garnet, emanite, aragonite, and a few other things. That's a lot. It's a lot going on. These things are what used to be called a Merlinite full body sphere, or the personalized Merlinite sphere. I just went ahead and found it better to make them with all the different energies combined, put together. This sphere helps you relax and find real balance in yourself. It could also be called the balancing sphere or sphere of balance. Now, there's more to it than that. It helps put all your frequencies and energies together, helps them work as one. And then it also has a little push inside it to make you, literally, your abilities, your head, pineal, everything, it helps you come together. And it does work strong around the hypothalamus. Strong understanding of many different things. Celestite, very good with the hypothalamus. And remember, the hypothalamus is like the nexus, the meeting point of all your abilities. It goes through there. And the hypothalamus, working with the heart, but mostly through the hypothalamus, do we get our understanding. Okay? Aquamarine is really good with your head, taking your whole head, waking it up, moving it. This amethyst is very strong for spiritual knowledge. Okay, amethyst, a touch of citrine, some selenite. These are three major stones that can help you get information from the field. When people talk about going to the Akashic Records, folks, the field is the field. Okay, the field is sentient source spirit. It literally, I deal with it all the time. It's part of what I am, Arae. Okay, I've had to argue with that part of what I am before, wanting to do things, and it said no, and I've never lost, but I'm smart enough to listen to it. The field goes through you, okay, and it carries knowledge, data, that you have to consume for yourself, reach your own understanding. Okay, but it's going through you. A lot of you have the amethyst tends to go through your core mostly, and then into the brain, and then comes right out through the upper crown. That's strong stuff to get information. So the Merlin sphere helps the hypothalamus it helps the whole body flow together better. So it helps you be more relaxed and be more like your true self. Then it also activates that part of the hypothalamus and your core energy to come out of your head. You do this through the body, but you do it stronger out of the head. Go into yourself outside of the body, and helps you flow. You're already in the field, so it helps you get data that you need. So it does help give you wisdom, like Merlin had great wisdom. Okay. He was also a bit of a butthead, I remember. The earth and spirit inside that body was a little nutty. But anyway, a little aggressive. But that's the Merlin sphere. It's very good for you. The max power sphere. Well, again, that's like the name sounds. The max power sphere is made for one thing. To crank the crap out of your body. It's made to, you'll reach out to it when you're sleeping. You have one of these within 8 feet of you when you're sleeping. It's working hard. You reach out towards it, but they're so strong, they're already reaching towards you. So, you're definitely going to have a getting together situation with these energies. They get inside your core, power the heck out of your core. Okay. I always say that it's over 1,000% increase. It is, but depending on who you are, it's more like 12 to 16 times as strong, and it increases the core, the power within your core, generally 12 to 16 times, but always over 1,000%, always over 10 times, 10 plus. So that energy goes through all your energy fields, what you call chakras. It goes through all of them, powers everything up. It makes it helps clean the head. This stuff just it's strong. Okay, some people are sensitive to Moldavite, and the energy within Moldavite is that of a beautiful spirit. Okay, we call her Molly. That's the name she gave us. The name she gave me. And that's part of a planet. She's beautiful. She's soft. If you have problems with that, if you get one of these max spheres, you might want to start putting it 10 foot away more, and just see how you feel there. Okay. But these literally start working on building your the different the pineal gland, everything. It starts building it. That all that energy going through it makes it grow, get bigger, stronger. Okay, and there's no batteries. There's no tricks. It's stone, and it's copper. It's stones wrapped in copper, and I've cranked it up. And these things love to be cranked up. So this stuff is strong. You're not going to find anything strong that's going to crank you up. The dragon egg staurosinite crystal spheres, a very high vibration. That's a different kind of strength. But for gut max power, these are it. There's another sphere, a dragon sphere. That's really strong too, but it's a little different. It's about pulling your energy together. This is just max hurry up and power up. If you start getting too much of a thick head, when you start getting a thick head, folks, that's energy inside your head working, and it's also all those glands in your head. We're talking about getting stronger, and they're literally, it's like flexing your muscles. Okay, get stronger. When the stone isn't near you, it's not helping you. But if you have it within 8 foot, it'll be fine. If you get a headache, just push it farther away if you think you're getting a headache. But get used to it. And the longer it's around you, the stronger you get. And guess what? The less abrasive the energy is to your brain as far as how you feel. Okay? You get stronger, and you're easier to deal with it. Next thing you know, you'll be sleeping with it right next to your pillow. Okay? And you get to the point eventually where you think there's no energy in the stone. That never goes away. That's spirit, man. If you think that's a fact, find someone who can feel stone energy and ask them to feel it, and they go, whoa. And then you say, okay, it's still working. They always work. It's just that you change. You get stronger. So it doesn't have as hard an effect on you as far as how it feels. The stronger you are, the less things are going to affect you like that. It's still working on you. It's still making you stronger. But you get used to it. But it's still cooking. Well, the max powerful body sphere is exactly that. It's a max power sphere. It's made to crank the heck out of you. But I put in other stones that activate the other 3 energy fields in your body where you develop your power. The pineal, the heart, and the solar plexus. Okay? These spheres are very good for overall max development, but also a lot of people get the rune cards. And then they get one of these spheres. Now, you take one of these spheres, put it near you at night when you're sleeping, take it with you to work, as long as you're used to it. If you would work in a small area like a decent sized cubicle, I hope, or something like that, doing computer work and stuff, it won't mess with electronics or anything like that. Okay, but if it gives you a bit of a headache, make sure that you have it when you first get one. Make sure you have it close enough to you where it would be at the end of your working space, and then just stay with it for about 10 minutes and make sure that it's not going to hurt your head. You don't want that, and then you'd have to leave work to go put it outside in your car or something. But And sometimes people are already strong, they're waking up, and it doesn't affect them the same way. Some people are more sensitive. It's not any issue with the sphere whatsoever. These stones are these stones, and I crank them up. I know what I'm doing is the reason for this. FBI, Homeland Security came over to my house, knocking on the front door, wanted to know how I do what I do, but they also wanted some star Essenite. And actually, they asked for Essenite, and I looked at him, you want Essenite? You want star Essenite? And he goes, yeah, that was a guy from Homeland Security. He looked at me like, how'd you know that? I said, he was told I was a little different, but he just was also told I was a problem. So he found out for himself. I'm an asset. I'm not a problem, unless someone's hurting someone else. But anyway, something else. The thing is, this really works, gets all the different parts of the body a little extra involved. Okay, they're incredibly powerful. You have one within 8 feet of you, it's going to hit you hard. But a lot of people that are playing these games with the rune cards, Jarrah's Runes of Awakening cards, the only place you can get them is through Deanna at her website, thespiritualfoundation.com. I designed them. Okay, I made them to help you with awakening. There's different power cards in there that you use to crank up different energy fields, and you take your time. Put one of these in a table. You can use the max power sphere, the regular one, but this is better for that because some of the people there, their core energy focus orientation might be pineal, solar plexus, heart, a different combination. Everyone's got all three of them going anyway, so everyone is getting a little extra special attention from one sphere. And then as you use the cards, and whoever picks the card for pineal said, okay, go look at something multidimensionally. And, go here, go there, and see what you see. There's a space station kind of close to Saturn. It used to be closer to Jupiter. It's staying closer to Saturn now. And it's like, go there and see what you can see. Find a mass group where people eat. Look at that, and let everyone that goes to look. Whether you see something or not, you're working on seeing that with the sphere's help, cranking up your core energy first of all, and then activating your own all the separate different base energy fields of power. Again, the pineal, heart, and solar plexus. It's not just an exercise to do something, which helps you do it, and you do it with friends. So you're having a good time, helps you relax, and then you move forward to keep going. But just the using your pineal, trying to use your pineal gland while you're doing this, folks, that has an incredible effect on your ability to wake yourself up and go do it. And when you do this together and you're somewhat relaxed, you're reaching out, you're setting up your brain to operate properly. Folks, you do this naturally. These are your abilities. I'm just trying to wake the hell out of them. I want you to be you. This sphere is awesome for that. In that game, one of these spheres with the rune cards kicks butt. Okay, you need to get the book though for the definitions. Okay. Anyway, folks, this is a powerful sphere. Well, the Danburite sphere, excuse me, once again, is simply utilizing a lot of Danburite to mix in with other, almost nothing, to help vibrate your body. Okay. The only thing I put with it is also crystallic, because everything has to flow just right. Danburite, this sphere over here, that's got Danburite in it. It's a beautiful stone, very strong. Let's see, let's just grab this. Got my Herky mug from Genia. Danburite's awesome. The energy coming from this is wonderful. Right there, Herky. Let me see if I can put this. Herky's remains aren't in there. It's just a... sometimes you're relaxing, you see a picture of something, it helps you focus to get there. Danburite is very, because your conscious mind is everywhere, if you just relax, you don't have to use that or anything, but a lot of you, as you're waking up, getting stronger, it helps sometimes just when you look into some pictures, like for animal guides especially, animal guides are awesome. Just Google it. Just feel the animal you're drawn to. Google some pictures of it and find one. Boom, download it. And then next thing you know, the more you wake up, again, the rune cards, Jarrett's Runes of Awakening cards, they're made to help you wake up, to communicate with your spirit guides, which helps you wake up. And then how to use it makes you use your different abilities. Anyway, more about that later. The Danburite is a very, very high vibration stone. The peaks on it, if you think of an if you think of an analog wavelength, if you ever used oscilloscopes and stuff, it's got a short peak, but it's a whole bunch of little, it's very high vibration. It's a lot of little peaks within a short area, given area. It's gentle, soft, but it's strong. So we take these crystals, a bunch of them, put them in a sphere, and then what we list for the Danburite sphere: Danburite, dragon egg, star essonite powder. Okay, there's just a little bit of powder that I put in there, just the smallest little bit, and this powder is teeny crystals. Again, sticking with crystals. Some nice quartz. Quartz is very nice, and it flows stuff through it really nice. Just a touch of some rhodochrosite and amethyst. That's more depending on the person. Okay, the amethyst is going to be in there. The rhodochrosite, that only gets added when it's really necessary, but it does help the heart energy. It's just very small amounts. Lighter rhodochrosite's a really cool stone. It's good with moving the heart energy. It's very, very expensive, but it does move heart energy, and the heart does work with a lot of stuff. So I'll often put just a few, pieces of it. There's only a few chips. Amethyst is more of. Danburite's not a cheap stone. I was just stopping for a minute, just relaxing, and my mind started wandering off into something else, and I was asked by Part Lily on the other side to keep going. Anyway, I got a lot to do. I've got busy day. We got more spheres to cover. Anyway, it's high vibration, it's soft, but it's very enlightening. It's a very enlightening stone. Good energy. Getting into the, what people call the Akashic records, is the field. Getting into the field to get the information. The field goes through you, but you have to relax. You have to try to match your frequencies, kind of like that of the field, which is a natural state, the basic natural state of all of us. So, no, we don't come from the field. But it's a thing of harmony, but it's high vibration, strong activation, and it really helps you just relax, helps you relax a little bit, and then vibrate forward and outward. And it, again, very good for getting information out of the field, or what people call the Akashic records. It's an expensive sphere, but it's very strong, very effective for many things. It can just make you feel good too. I love the stuff. That is the Danburite sphere. The dragon egg star essonite crystal sphere. It's a sphere made out of dragon egg star essonite crystal. There's one that I had that I found that was 66 pounds. There's another one that I have now that's much bigger. I should say Deanna and I have. And Deanna has a bunch of, she was picking up pieces, 40 pounds, just carrying them. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like a little stick of dynamite. What we listed goes in it: dragon egg star essonite crystal, some crystal quartz, often just a small touch of some other gem quality rhodochrosite, like the Danburite sphere, It's the smallest little touch. All it is to help manipulate the softly, relax, subtly, barely manipulate your heart energy, which is always going 24/7. It's kind of smoothing it out. And then amethyst and stick selenite. Now there's other stuff I put in there too. It's all excuse me. It's all small amounts. Okay, not except the crystals. Crystals, a lot of crystal in there. That dragon egg star Essenite is the strongest form of the star Essenite, barely over the really strong high crystal star Essenite. I mean, it's if you're a man or have more male energy, the dragon egg star Essenite is just a little bit stronger than the really high crystal star Essenite. But either way, they're really strong. The dragon egg star Essenite crystal is very powerful. It's high vibration, but the peaks, like the wave it goes, it's high peaks. It's powerful, strong stuff. There's nothing like that anywhere on this planet, that is, and most any other planet. It's here for a reason. It goes through your whole body. It's expensive because it's the most expensive sphere. And the reason why is because there's almost no dragon egg star Essenite crystal. I know where a large piece happened to land that is, not too far away. It's let's just say it's less than 4 hours drive. Very, very strong stuff. It goes through your whole body, and it just lots of times put your hands around it, you start to feel it. It'll go in. Will literally make your spine shudder like that. If that doesn't happen, a lot of people are just learning about the stone energy. Okay, the more you understand it and feel it, the more you allow it into you, and the more you go into it to get more out of it, the more you're gonna enjoy it, the more you're going to feel. The stronger you get, having these spheres, the longer you have them, the stronger you get. They never stop working. But when you get stronger, and you're stronger, it's not going to affect you as much. You're not going to get that immediate, whoa, feeling. You think that the thing might have lost energy? No. Let someone else hold it that can feel stone energy, not hold it, put their hands near it. Boom, they're going to find out real quick, bam, that's got a whole lot of energy in it. And then, that's your own personal proof, okay? Very, very, very powerful stone. Nothing will break up junk inside your core energy. The Kundalini, your spine, nothing does it like this. But it also goes throughout every single part of your body, brain, and everything else. You can mix this with anything. You can pretty much do that with stones anyway, but some of them have different purposes, so you want to use the right amount of this and the right amount of that, and you have to be able to read the frequencies of the stone themselves before you know how much or what to put in what. So that's the dragon egg star Essenite crystal sphere. Very, very rare crystal. Okay, has this got a long name or what? I call things what they are, and there's a lot going on here with this sphere. The comprehensive Nexus sphere of understanding. All right, comprehensive, what's that? Well, it's being able to comprehend things, to understand something. It takes data in to process it into understanding. Nexus, comprehensive Nexus. Nexus is where things come together. It's about things being pulled into focus on a certain point. Okay? And then, of course, it's the sphere, and it's of understanding. The reason why the name is so large, I'm trying to pinpoint exactly what it does. Comprehensive Nexus Sphere of Understanding is literally made to help you understand things you want to understand. Now, if you're sitting there and you say, I want to know how far it is to the moon, it might help you to relax to where you can go to words you've read it before, but that's not what it's for. Don't expect to want to understand the great mysteries of life and put your hands around the sphere and relax, and all of a sudden, no. If you are trying to understand waking up, if you're trying to understand what you're seeing, remember, you can go back and forth in time everywhere, okay? Whenever you want, as long as you're relaxed and you're not at a point where your brain's being worked on, or your body's and brain's being worked on. When that happens, folks, your abilities aren't going to flow right. They're being worked on. A table functions really well to hold things up, but not when it's being worked on, have new legs put on it. So what this stone does, it literally helps you put thoughts together, the thought process together. It amps up hard your whole body. It helps it flow together, amps up your body, and then right into the hypothalamus, which is the nexus of all your metaphysical abilities, but yet it flows out into all your other major power points, helps the body relax, helps it all come together so you can relax and go to understand something. It's very, very, very strong, with not just the hypothalamus gland, but other parts of your brain, plus your major energy fields. It helps you calm down, put yourself together, opens up your mind, ready for understanding, to take it into the hypothalamus, from the pineal, the scanner, which is solar plexus energy itself, and the heart, everything. And then you go to look at something. Now, if you want to understand, some people can use these to relax, and then they can almost see something. Like, what's the last room? I want to see, like, when they go to relax, they open up, and they want to say, I want to see the last room. I want to see a room in the last building I lived in on another planet. And you can see something, and you can use a shamanic journey. You can do this yourself, but you can use a shamanic journey sphere to try to see that better. But sometimes to fully understand something, you don't have to have the shamanic journey sphere too. If you want to understand something you're seeing, okay, put your hands around the sphere, okay, find out where the energy field is for you, where you're comfortable. Hold your hands there, hopefully relaxing your elbows, because the idea is to let your conscious mind go and just float around inside. So just relax. You can use the shamanic journey sphere to go see something you don't understand it, come back and use this sphere to go ahead and say, okay, what was I looking at? It'll help you relax, and it'll help you get there. It'll keep improving it every time it does it, or it might show you, it might help you see it for yourself. I was going to say show you. Show you. It doesn't show you anything. It helps you become more yourself and put your own frequencies together, and power those parts of you up that you need to understand something you're seeing. You want to relax, take a shamanic journey sphere, put it in your left hand. Take one of these, put it on your right hand. Put the two of them side by side and put your hands like this. Both your hands will be getting both of it. You might swap it around, put one in front of the other. Whatever you want to do is great. And then you might go to look and see something, and then just be patient. Remember, you're doing this. The stone's just helping you, okay? you've got a daughter or a son that's a problem, and you're trying to understand what's going on with them. Relax. Take your hands, get it near the sphere, and just relax. You have to be honest with yourself, and just go. Reach into them, feel them. Try to understand what's happening. Don't say it must be this, it must be that. If your conscious mind is engaged like that, you'll never get there. Okay? You have to let it go. I honestly want to see what's going on. I love them. You know, I need to know what's happening. This applies to any base form of understanding. It's not a scientific device, some kind of high-tech computer that's going to tell you what the circumference of the Earth is. You know, let's be real. This helps you put your frequencies where they need to be and crank you up to be even stronger than that, to go see something, to go look at something and try to understand it. You take yourself to go look at something, but once you're there, it helps you understand it. Okay? Stones in it. Excuse me. Celestite, citrine, jade, selenite, quartz, rhodonite, and there's other ones in there that some of you can guess from what I've told you about what I told you the purpose of this thing is. Am I being slick? No. No, this is actually telling you what stones really work to get something done, but it's also a teaching, learning experience. Okay? All of us, and definitely myself included, like all of us, learn more as we go along. And if you make a supposed mistake, come on, that's a progress point. Oh, you're stupid, you're not right, you made a mistake. How many mathematicians have never hit the erase button or used an eraser in the old days? None. How many of the greatest artists have never destroyed one of their works or painted over a painting? None. Be realistic, okay? Other people are going to be like that from time to time because they have no idea what's going on. They're afraid that they're not up on something, that they can't do something that someone else can, and they might be belittled. So instead of them wanting to feel belittled, they want to belittle someone else. Just look at them, turn around the other way, flip them off, do whatever you want. Don't hit them, though. Just don't waste your time. So anyway, that's the comprehensive Nexus sphere of understanding. It's an understanding sphere, but it's more than that, so I had to put it that way. The dragon sphere is what it says. The base thing that's in there is some very strong dragon egg star essonite. Very, very strong stone. Also, dragonstone jasper. Very strong stone. Dragon egg star essonite is, depending on how you look at it, it's the most powerful star essonite that there is. Generally speaking, it is the strongest that there is. When that goes into you, it's not just powering up. It doesn't just go into you, and Gaira, the part of it that's Gaira, bring her energy inside you, and she pulls more energy inside you. That real powerful star energy, it's got more star energy in it, more star material, physical star material in it. That's why I call it star essonite. That's what's in it. Okay, it's stars, part of blown up stars here. Anyway, it's male universal essence, which is what it is in stars. Stars have male universal essence. Planets have female. Stars have. Boy, I screwed that up. Stars have male universal essence in it. Planets have female universal essence in it, which planetary essence and star essence. So this star essence is incredibly strong and powerful. And that's what gives dragon egg star essonite a little more kick. The more male energy you have, the more male energy you have in you, you get a little more extra kick. Okay, but it doesn't matter. That stuff's powerful. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, and no one's 100% male or female anyway. You know, we're all different. You know, ratios, percentages, whatever. We are who we are. It's a good thing. Work with it. That's all I want is for you all to just come alive, be yourself. That's a horrible thing for me to want for somebody, huh? So there's some other things I put in there that really help you out. But the vast majority of it is a huge chunk of dragon egg star essonite in there. And there's a lot of dragonstone jasper, but there's some other stuff in there too. Powers you up. When you pull your energy together to make yourself real strong, you're always, the frequencies, the way it looks when you see it as far as an auric expression, it's always got some very dark charcoal brown, charcoal black, and some, you know, brown in there too, but it always starts looking black. That's putting energy frequencies together. It's not written on the website, but I put black onyx in it too, and then other stuff that really helps you. But this other stuff is very little, minimal amounts. It's a huge piece of dragon egg star essonite, usually little pieces of it too. It's strong. It's powerful. And it takes your energy, builds up your power, and pulls it together. Because it's got so much dragon egg star essonite, it is a form of max power sphere. But it's about taking your power, that's all your power that you have, and pulling it together like this. You'll feel the strength and power of a dragon. Unicorn energy is incredibly powerful. Very fast, moves around, bam, bam, attack. It's strong. Dragon energy is a different kind of strength. Unicorn energy is like a fighter jet. Okay? Dragon energy is like a huge tank that you just can't destroy. And putting the black onyx in there, it's like personal or Black Panther energy. You put it with all that dragon energy, it literally produces and calls in black dragon energy, because there is such a thing. So, just like this Black Panther, very strong. Okay, I don't mean these radical idiots. I'm talking about the real thing. People who get lost in these KKK, you know, all these other idiots, folks, they got issues, you know. Black Panther is a beautiful, beautiful, strong, powerful animal energy. Very powerful. And when you mix it with the dragon stuff, it literally develops personal power that's strong, plus it's pulling all the other energy in, so it really condenses you, makes you strong. And that's the energy behind Black Dragon. So, folks, that's strong. And that is the Dragon Sphere. Okay, the Unicorn Sphere. Someone new to myself and the spiritual foundation.com. They hear unicorn and think, oh, it's fluffy puffy, it's flowers. Unicorns are serious. The one thing about unicorn spirit that our legends have to be correct is the fact that they don't like anyone to touch them. Why? They are so clean. Unicorn energy has got like 0.1% of lower frequencies to it, but it is so frickin' powerful on a high end. Bornite, chalcopyrite, it's also called peacock ore. That's unicornite. Literally, the energy inside that. It's ore that came to this planet. And the energy inside it is that from the unicorn. The the coloring that comes off, it's like a rust. Some people actually take a soft kind of like an acid wash or something, and it makes it come out. It's like rusting. That's why it rusts like that. Somebody will say, well, there's some kind of material composition and everything. Whatever. It's the energy. It's the energy that comes from the spirit of unicorn, and that's what's imbued in that. And there's a lot of it. And there's a lot more coming up now. I wonder why. Because it fights negativity. It's aggressive. It goes to it. Like I said, talking in the small talk up on the dragon sphere. Dragons are very incredibly powerful. It's an indestructible tank. Okay, that's what a dragon energy is. It's like an indestructible tank. It's so damn strong and powerful. Unicorn energy, it's more like a fighter jet. Okay, it's not a fluffy, puffy little thing. But the energy it's got 0.1% of negativity, of lower frequencies to it, what we call negativity. Folks, that's clean. But it's so powerful, so aggressive against negativity. There's I think the negativity release sphere, which is good for many things, especially getting the frequencies out. For cranking up aggressive unicorn energy, that's it. That's the one, the unicorn sphere. Unicorn is spirit. It's incredibly intelligent. It's not something to be messed with. If someone is really being negative and you want to use that sphere, just take your heart energy, put it into that sphere, and you want to go somewhere with it to literally, temporarily attack someone who's attacking someone else, there's nothing stronger. Nothing. If you had 2 of those spheres, and I'm not saying go buy 2 of them, I'm just saying if you had 2 of those spheres and put one on each side of a door, like going into a big office, if someone walks through that thing that's got a large, that's super negative, or has a super negative attitude, or has a lot of lower frequencies and they're aggressive, negative, you're going to watch them flinch, or they just, you're gonna see a reaction from them when they go through it. Okay. My clients are almost all friends, because almost all of us know each other anyway. I've been around a long time, but some of them are millionaires, and they have big businesses, and they deal with a lot of crazy people. Some of them actually have done this. So they've taken large pieces of unicornite, put one on each side of the door. These spheres are stronger than that. And a unicorn and dragon come from source. Okay? So, and the Arae, what's in me, is the strongest source there is anywhere. So, if you want to go after something that's hurting someone else, you can reach out to them pretty darn easily with this, using the unicorn energy. However, you attach with the energy, and then what you do, you're literally talking to unicorn spirit and saying, I want some help getting rid of this. If you just want to hurt someone, it's going to backfire. If you want to hurt someone because you think you can attack someone who's not being abusive, it's going to backfire. Either nothing will happen or it'll backfire, depending on how strong your negativity. Got part of Lily talking to me through all this whole set of these spheres information. I got to get this finished, but unicorn is very aggressive. It goes to it. It's like a jet fighter plane loaded with bombs. If your heart's in the right place and you need to stop some negativity towards someone, you just feel it, crank it up, say in your head, just say, okay, that's enough of this aggressiveness towards someone I care about. And it'll literally go right to the people and mess them up. So you do that, and you see the energy going to someone, and you're actually going to them yourself, astral projecting. When this happens, you have no idea the power of unicorn, okay? Of unicorn spirit. And then, so you go to them and you put that image of the person in your head. When you see that person, put the image of the person they're hurting in your head, and you go there with the intention of, you leave her alone, protection. That's going to hit them. There's nothing strong enough to protect them, period. Nothing's going to protect them. All this stuff is going to start stopping. Going to start stopping, huh? That sounds funny. But it will. It's going to begin to cease to exist. It finally will when we're out of these physical bodies. Anyway, just remember, if you just want to hurt someone because you have a problem with someone, a loved one, and they're interested in someone else, you want to be a butthead, it'll either do nothing or it might even give you a headache saying wrong. Okay, and if you think you're smarter than that spirit, trust me, that, especially in a body, we're not. And that is the unicorn sphere.